Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is November 12, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content. Come back for more. If you are new to my channel, I do the Reseller News and Let's Talk eBay segments along with vlogging in between. I'm also a YouTube creator, as you guys know, and I'm trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. So I'm hoping the information I put out, you guys get a takeaway from it, you like the content, and you will come back for more. Today with Reseller News, I have quite a few windows open up, and I do mean quite a few windows. So if you see them up there, don't get turned off and shy away. The information I'm putting out is going to be good information, and I highly recommend that you check it out. The sites I put out there, the websites I put out, I have no affiliate links with them, just to give you guys a heads up, because I don't want people to think, oh, he's putting these websites, he's putting these websites up with the intentions of getting a little commission on it. I am not. If I was, I will let you guys know I have an affiliate link with these websites, and therefore I will bring that, make that transparent to you. I also want to state before I get started that I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URLs where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you if you want to pick up where I left off. But I would like to say this in the beginning, before I get started. With these websites, they have active hyperlinks in there, and in order to read more into that particular topic or subject, you're going to need to go into the website itself. So I just want to let you know ahead, give you a heads up on that there. I know sometimes I've been doing it in the past. I would scroll down, like for people that don't want to go to the website, I'd scroll down, and this way you guys could get a chance to just pause the video and read it that way. But going forward, I think it's best that you go right to the website. I encourage you, if you are an eBay seller, Amazon seller, or any e-commerce seller, whatever platform you're selling on, to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and hit that bell notification icon if you want to be updated as to when I post out new information dealing with e-commerce. Yes, it is a lot of windows opened up. I will try to expand on each of these topics as quick as possible, but for the most part, if you guys could stick around, I don't know how long this video is going to take, but if you may get a takeaway from it, that'd be great. That's the whole purpose and reason for this YouTube channel, is to help inspire and share and give good information out. While here, I just want to also state that on this YouTube channel, I do not discuss religion and politics, and I do not use any profanity on this channel whatsoever. I just want to throw that out there just in case you're a newcomer. For the people who've been sticking with me through thick and thin, already know this here. It sounds probably like a broken record, and I just want to say I'm sorry for keep repeating myself, but this information is for the new subscribers. I will do my best to put out good, viable information. The reason why I go to the websites is to, show you out there, the viewers out there, that I am not just making these things up in my head, and that's why I do it. There are times I will just, do an open forum where I'll just state my piece there, whatever, and just tell you what I think about certain things, and that's unscripted, or so to speak, if you want to call it that there. But for the most part, I do that there. I'm doing these videos, like I said, it's to give you the potential eBay buyer or seller, basically a seller in this case. Well, the buyers are also sellers. Just a little information, a heads up as what's going on in the e-commerce world. So I hope you guys get a takeaway from it. I hope you could stick around and watch it. If you can, it'll be pretty good informative information. It covers different topics, but I'm saying it's within the e-commerce platform. It might deal with Etsy, Amazon, definitely eBay and stuff. And also in this particular video is going to have about UPS and the shipping services out there. So I think it's good information. So please stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get right to it. And like I said again, don't let all the windows get you upset, uptight. I'm going to try to go through them as quick as I can, but please stick around. Okay, the next 12 windows are going to be from e-commerce bytes, and let me give you that URL. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. I will also be repeating the dates in here just to let you guys know. The date it was posted. This way you know it's not old information. I'm not saying old information is bad, but for the most part, old news could be good news, seriously. But anyway, I will be giving you the dates like I'm going to do now. Again, for the next windows that we keep going to the next websites, they're going to be the same URL. So I'm not going to keep repeating it. I already said it. So the rest is up to you if you like to pick up where I left off. This story was posted November 9th, 2019. Online Seller's Guide to Flat Rate Shipping. It goes on to say UPS is more aggressively targeting small and medium-sized online sellers and leveraging agreements with services like Stamps.com and Shippo as it seeks to gain more share in the e-commerce market. That's significant considering how many small sellers rely on rival USPS. As part of its strategy, UPS is promoting its flat rate solution called UPS Simple Rate that leads to the questions, how do the flat rate options from their three major carriers compare? And in this is what cases does it makes sense to the online sellers consider the flat rate shipping versus other options. Now, I'm not going to get into too much of this here. Again, like I said, I do have a lot of windows open up, as you can see on top, and I just want to go over these things really quick with you guys. However, remember I was telling you about the active hyperlinks. If you want to read more into this here, you could pause the video, but you're not going to get much because at one point I used to go all the way down to the bottom, and this way, you guys could, read it like that. But I'd rather you go directly to the website to read it, okay? Because like I said, again, there's information here with these. You see, like the dark blue, these blue lettering here. These are all active hyperlinks, and you might want to read more into it. So I definitely recommend that you go directly to the site, okay? All right. Now, me personally, if you just want my quick take on this here, I use the United States Postal Service exclusively. I had FedEx accounts and the UPS accounts. I never used them. Well, I did use FedEx. I never really got involved with UPS. The only reason why I dealt exclusively with the U.S. Postal Service was I was getting better rates from the USPS than FedEx. They were going up in price. Even with the 10% discount, I was getting better deals with the United States Postal Service. But that is totally up to you in regards to what carrier you want to use to ship your items out, okay? And you could check this out as well. All right, for this particular case, being I'm down here, I'll just let you, I might as well go to the bottom. For those who are new, if you do go to the bottom of here, you're going to read the comments. And if you do want to leave, I highly recommend, I said this in my other videos, I'm going to say this one time in the beginning, but I find that if you do go to read the comments on here, that are left by other buyers and sellers, you can learn a lot from them because they will bring things out that you and I might have been aware of. So I highly recommend that you check out the comments left by other buyers. If you want to leave a reply, you must be logged in to post a comment, okay? All right. Now, all right, I'm not going to scroll down for all of them. Like I said, again, I just did it for the first time here. They do have active hyperlinks on the sides here as well. And again, if you are new, I highly recommend that you subscribe to this here. I believe they have a newsletter, if I'm not mistaken. I know they do. You may want to check out and subscribe to this here. This way you'll be getting updates as well. If you don't want to, you could always come to the Reseller News. I will always keep you guys posted on it to the best of my ability. There are times I don't always get to do that, but for the most part, you can get the information here. All right, let's move right along. As I go along, I'm going to be closing the windows out, so just to let you guys know. All right. Next one is ads becoming essential for sellers on eBay, Etsy, and Amazon. This was posted November 9th, 2019. It goes on to say, these days, it may not be enough to list an item on eBay, Etsy, or Amazon and expect it to be seen by shoppers. Your listing competes not only with the scores of rivals listings, but with promoted listings, paid ads as well. Do sellers now need to pay to advertise their listings on top of the fees they already pay to list in marketplaces? It goes on to say a recent report from Kenshu found that e-commerce ad spending increased 54% over the year in the third quarter of 2019. Kenshu's quarterly trends report detailed the performance of social paid and e-commerce advertising, and it found that targeted promotions in July garnered almost as much as ad spending as November last year on the same advertising basis. I'm not going to get too much in this here. The only thing I will say in regards to promoted listings, I will tell you this: I have tried them on all my listings. I edited them all in a bulk, and I did click on it there. I did the 1%. And to be honest with you, it could have been coincidental, but it did seem like I did get a little uptick in sales. Not much. Not much, to be honest with you. It was not much. I might have made maybe 2 or 3 sales, but then again, it could have been coincidental, so I don't know. But if you guys had tried the promoted listings and you feel like you got good results from it, drop a comment below and share it with us. I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. Okay, let's move right along. Okay, this story here was posted November 11th. That was yesterday. Okay, I'm saying it because I've been going through my emails and I get so many Google alerts. It's like, when was this done? When was that done? It's like, okay, but anyway, this was done November 11, 2019. Is this eBay practice creepy or smart marketing? Let's read a little more into this. Buy or else we'll call you. That's one takeaway from a practice reported employed by some companies, including eBay Inc. and Wayfair, that CNBC described in how brands get your phone number and call after they see you on their website. It goes, CNBC said a fan who added tickets to his StubHub shopping cart closed the app without buying them and was surprised to get a phone call from StubHub enticing him with the discount if he bought the tickets immediately over the phone. He didn't even know how StubHub knew his telephone number. Now, I'm not going to read too much into this. I find it kind of amusing, and I don't know. I mean, to me, that's the only thing that drives me crazy when it comes to when you go to visit sites, and I've seen it happen. I went to Top Paddle one time. I was looking at something, and lo and behold, Top Paddle advertisements were parking themselves on my pages on different websites and stuff. If you go to Home Depot, and you do a search on something in there, you'll start seeing those pop up on your your web pages and stuff, your home pages on your browser. And I'll be honest with you, I know it's a good marketing ploy, but for the most part, I really don't need to have additional things popping up on my my browser page. I got enough they put enough advertisements there, as you can see here. This is not my website, but you could just get an idea, what can happen. But again, if you are experiencing anything like this here, again, you want to share it with us, let me know. Again, see, they got the an active hyperlink here. I don't know, maybe I could just go down really quick here. But you could do 2 things, folks. But again, I recommend you go right to the site. I could go down the list here, and you could pause the video and read at your own leisure. But I definitely recommend you go directly to the website to check the active hyperlinks. Now, if I'm scrolling fast, it's because I don't want to spend too much time with it. You could always pause the video, like I said again, and read more into it. Okay, let's go back up here, and you know the story you're looking for. Just got to go to this particular website. Now, you're not going to if you do go to the website here, I don't know if you're going to get all the stories I post. I get these, like I said, I get Google alerts on these companies, so I pick and choose as I see fit that may be of help to you or any other e-commerce seller. All right, so you might not get it. So if you don't, just come back to the Reseller News, my YouTube channel here, the Reseller News, and you could read it at your leisure. All right, let's move right along here. Okay. This story here was posted November 11th, 2019. eBay warns Amazon sellers about package inserts. Interesting. Now, mind you, I didn't get a chance to read all these here, folks. I just picked and chose, popped them up on there, and started doing the Reseller News. So if you see me seem a little or sound surprised with certain things, it's because I didn't get a chance to read all this here. But anyway, this goes on to say branding is important in business, and many sellers include inserts in their online orders. Online marketplaces can be strict about how sellers interact with customers. However, today online selling guru Skip McGrath noted that Amazon recently clarified its insert policy, and he expects the company to enforce it. And then it goes on to say package inserts aren't always about branding. Often sellers are so concerned about the ramifications of bad feedback or the impact of product reviews on sales that they include messages that could be problematic in the eyes of the online marketplaces, bribing customers, as one seller put it. Okay, again, this is what they got going on here. So I will just scroll down and read the comments, folks. You got to read the comments because I really do get a lot of good information from them. Now you might say, well, what's so great about the comments? These are left from buyers and sellers just like you and I. Okay. And they come to the e-commerce website and they post, they'll read the articles, and then they'll interact with that particular story. So you guys may want to check it out. I highly recommend you go to E-Commerce Bytes. Really good site, one of my favorites, to be honest with you. Okay, now we're going backwards. This one was November 10, 2019. Amazon denies its precious sellers to use its logistics. It goes on to say sellers often complain that Amazon forces a race to the bottom on prices. But according to Bloomberg, a seller sent a letter to the federal lawmakers making the opposite argument. He accuses Amazon of forcing sellers to use the logistics services when in turn forces them to raise the prices for consumers. You know, there's enough competition going on. The last thing we need to do is raise our prices. Oh, all right, let me read a little more into this here. In his letter, the seller accuses Amazon of tying its marketplace and logistics service together, according to the news reports. An antitrust violation in which the company uses dominance in one market to give itself advantage over in another market where it's less established. Okay. All right, so again, we're just going to scroll down here, and you could check it out. All right, I really love reading the comments. I wish I could have the time to read all of them, but I don't really have the time. Anyway, let's keep moving along here. This one came out November 10, 2019. A bump in sales leads to PayPal problems for our online seller. Now, this person, either a buyer or a seller, is writing into Ina. And for those who don't know, Ina Steiner is the founder and the owner of E-Commerce Bytes. So it goes on to say, "Dear Ina, we have been PayPal customers for 17 years with no problems at all. Recommending them all the time and never understood why people hate them so much. Approximately 1 month ago, suddenly, with no notice, PayPal started putting a hold on funds for some of our orders. Not all. One of life's little mysteries. There seems to be no rhyme or reason why they choose the ones they do. Naturally, I called because the notice was so strange. I was sure that it was a scam of some kind. They confirmed that this was a new PayPal policy put in place about 2 months ago. The reason I was given is because our business has significant growth. One of the 4 reasons they list for why this might happen. And then it goes on to say, we admittedly been very blessed with the significant increase in our number of orders. The stuff dreams are made of by an older couple whose Social Security is not enough to income to support us. Join the club with that one, I hear you. These have all been legitimate orders, and we had our best quarter ever in the 3rd quarter, and now into the 4th. All right, I'm not going to read again too much into this here because it's quite a bit to read. Well, enough, but again, you know the rule here. Okay, so I will do this here, folks, okay, for you guys. I know if it scrolls fast, I'm doing this for a reason. Like I said, again, in case you want to read it, you could always pause the video. I'm sorry, guys. I can't read all of this stuff. We'll be here for 3 hours. All right. So let's keep moving right along, folks. All right. The windows are getting smaller a little. All right. Now we're really going back. This was done November 7, 2019. This one goes on to say some guy dropped off a UPS package. All right. It says another person wrote this very small one here. It says, "Dear Ina, I thought it was weird. Some guy in his personal car just dropped off a UPS package. He said they were hiring seasonal drivers that they use their own vehicles. UPS must be taking a page from Amazon's playbook. I've never seen a UPS do this before, Christine." Again, here's the comments again on that topic. Hey, you know, who knows? I don't know. Maybe they do it that way. I don't know. I always thought the help is, in some cases, when they do hire for seasonal help, I was under the understanding that they have a guy ride with the driver, and he runs around delivering packages, and the driver, I don't know what he's doing with that, but that's the way I understood it to be. I could be wrong. If I am, then please correct me on that. All right. Let's move right along. All right, this story came out on November 11th. We're back to November 11th again, 2019. Marketplaces engage shoppers through email marketing. It goes on to say email marketing is an effective way to drive shoppers to the retail sites. And you could tell a lot about the company's strategy by looking at the content of its marketing emails. Etsy has been hammering the free shipping messaging in its emails, even though it acknowledged that during its 3rd quarter earnings, call that is experiencing relevancy issues as the result of its new and controversial search policy. The Etsy email that hit my inbox today features a subject line, "Set the dinner scene," and linked to a palatable landing page. Excuse the pun, featuring a mix of content and products for numerous categories. All right, and this is, I guess, what they did here. This must be their ad. All right, and I will scroll down here, and that's basically it. Remember, if you want to leave a reply, you got to be logged in. Okay, so just, if you want to expand on any of these topics. All right, I really do hope this information helps you guys out. I really do. That's why I go through the trouble to read through a lot of emails. I got so many emails in the morning. And, I mean, I put this information out there to help, help you guys out, help myself out too. Let me tell you something. This is a double win, not only for you, but for me as well, because I'm a seller as well. I mean, I do the Reseller News, I do the Let's Talk eBay segments, and outside of being a vlogger, I'm also a seller on eBay. So, it's a double win for both of us, and that's why I can't encourage you enough to subscribe to my channel and get this information, especially if you want to know a little about what's going on in the reseller world. So it's really good that you do subscribe to it. This one here is November 10th, 2019. Etsy holds Etsio listing critic session on Wednesday. It says Etsy sellers can submit their listings to be considered for a critique by Etsy experts on Wednesday. The Etsio session will provide sellers with advice on how to improve their listings for greater visibility and improved conversion. With guidance from Etsy's shop optimization specialist, Etsy staff will review your listing and share your personalized critique, Etsy explained. The critiques will focus on things like keywords, photography, and other conversion tactics. And just to read a little more into this here, it says Etsy will open up a thread on the shop critique section at discussion boards on Wednesday between 8:30 and 11 a.m. ET time, during which time sellers can submit links to a listing for their shop. Etsy explained it won't critique every listing that's submitted. It will select listings based on a lottery system, not on first come first served basis. Listing critiques will be shared on a rolling basis between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, if you are an Etsy seller, I would recommend you take advantage of this here and see, maybe you might be able to have your listing critiqued. I think it's worth checking into. All right, so let's move right along, and we are getting shorter here. This one came out November 7th. Facebook WhatsApp introduces catalogs for small business. Facebook's WhatsApp is messaging app that has introduced a catalog featuring small businesses. Catalogs are a new feature for the businesses to showcase and share their goods and services directly on WhatsApp, so people can easily browse and discover something that they like to buy, a spokesman told E-Commerce Bytes. The company explained in its announcement, catalogs are a mobile storefront for businesses to showcase and share their share their goods, so people can easily browse and discover something they would like to buy. Previously, businesses had to send product photos one at a time and repeatedly provide information. Now customers can see their full catalog right within WhatsApp. Pretty cool. I think it's good information. This looks like an active, yes, it's an active. I'm not going to play it. I know I'm tempted to, but I'll let you guys do it. You guys do it. Yeah, because it's gonna. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know. I don't see a time span here. You guys could check it out. Okay, look at this, and you definitely want to go to this one if you want to read the how to use the catalog WhatsApp. Okay, definitely check it out. All right. Okay, so you could do that there. That's what I said. That's why I encourage you guys to go to the active, the website itself. Now, being it's on a video, a YouTube video, you're not going to be able to hit that active link. So what you might want to do, folks, okay, in this particular one, if you are interested in seeing that video, do a search. Facebook WhatsApp introduced new catalogs for small business do a Google search, or you could type in e-commerce and then type it at the end or beginning, or whatever, E-Commerce Bytes, Facebook, and this will bring you to this page here in case you can't find it, okay? And the store you're looking for just to give you a little heads up, is November 7th, 2019. I didn't know anything about this. That's why I said when I do the reseller news, it's a learning experience on both parts, because I was not aware of this here. Okay, and that's why, like I said again, not to sound like I repeat myself, but that's why I keep telling people, if you get a chance, if you are an e-commerce seller, you may want to subscribe to my YouTube channel and listen to the reseller news and Let's Talk eBay segments. Okay, yeah, I put out pretty good information. I think so anyway. Okay, but anyway, check into that there. I'm going to close this one out, but I will come back to it later on because I want to, get these keep these windows shortened up here. All right, so let's close this out and remember the story you're looking for. Okay, next one here. This story came out November 7th, going way back. No, not that far back. Amazon tightens up some policies to be more buyer-friendly. Now, if you're an Amazon seller, I am an Amazon seller. I have been putting a lot of stuff up there. I just did a little trial run. I got a printer on there right now, and an HP. It's a 7155 all-in-one printer. I just put that up there just to feel the waters and stuff. I'm getting a lot of responses in regards to about the condition of this thing. How does it work? Will it work with certain software and this, that, and the other? And I've been answering a lot of questions, but I got no takers. But at least it's getting exposure. And it's also, just to let you know, I also do cross-selling. It's also on eBay as well and on Bonanza. But anyway, let me read a little more into this here. It says Amazon is tightening up some policies to be more buyer-friendly. The following announcements the marketplace made this week: changes to return and refund process for a seller fulfilled orders. It goes on to say here, now we're not there yet. Effective November 15th, 2019, if you are fulfillment customer, orders in the U.S. and from outside the U.S. must provide Amazon a valid U.S. return address. For the items under $10, Amazon will use this address to generate prepaid return labels for customers on eligible returns request. If a U.S. return address is not provided, Amazon will issue the customer a refund for the eligible returns without requiring them to be returned. Learn more about prepaid returns for sellers fulfilled orders or returnless refunds. Okay, and just goes on here to say, note, if you don't have a local return address, an international returns provider on a solution provider network may be able to help. Okay, check it out. And that's pretty good what they're offering. But right now, like I said, I only got that one thing on here. So for if you're an Amazon seller, this may be, maybe good vital information for you. All right, let's move right along. And this looks like the last page for e-commerce. UPS encouraged shoppers to pick up their packages. Okay. This came out November 7, 2019. It says UPS is encouraging customers to pick up their package instead of having them delivered. It's not surprising residential delivery is more costly for shipping carriers, though they charge the shippers a surcharge when they send to a home address. I didn't know that. And it reduces incidents of porch theft. Now, isn't that funny? Not that I'm saying it into a relationship. I did a video like that about porch thieves. I think I did two of them like that. I did an update one. And, it's funny that they're saying this here because, to be honest with you, not only is it more beneficial for them to, have the trucks and the drivers make that extra delivery to your house, but right here is what I'm thinking more so, right there, porch theft. I wouldn't be surprised as time goes on. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised as time goes on that most carriers are going to they may come out with something like, if you're ordering something expensive, I'm talking about the seller, I'm talking about the buyer, not the seller so much, but, the seller's going to have to make the rest, do what they got to do. But I'm talking about the buyer. Let's say you're buying an expensive piece of jewelry, or you're buying an expensive laptop or some kind of high-end product. Rather than have them leave it at your porch, they may want it, they may have it. I'm just saying, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but they may have that. They may say that, well, they're doing it here basically in a roundabout way, to have it delivered to the place itself. To pick up their packages at their location, which makes sense. I did that in my video when I talked about porch thieves, and I stated that there. If you're selling certain things or to a buyer, you may want to put in their signature delivery confirmation. This way, if it's This way the package won't be left there, and if they're not, they can go directly to the Postal Service and sign for that package. This time of the year, I could picture porch thefts going up. People are going to be on the lookout for that. So please be very careful. This may be something you may want to look into. Okay, and if you are a seller, I will recommend this though. Maybe not in all your listings or all items you're selling, but with specific things you may want to offer or include it in your price. Just just include it in your shipping cost. The signature delivery confirmation, which is a good thing for the simple reason is the package will not be left on your porch. The letter carrier will not leave it there if you're using the United States Postal Service. They will have to sign for it. I know that probably applies as well to UPS and FedEx as well. I definitely would recommend you do that there. A little peace of mind. And again, for the U.S. Postal Service signature delivery, it's $2.60. And for the $2.60, it's worth a peace of mind for you and the buyer. Well, let's read a little more in here. And so in this case, consumers set up a UPS access point preference between October 31st of 2019, January 12th, 2020. Can earn rewards for the packages received through the rewards in an underwhelming. For example, the first reward is an upsell to its premium My Choice program, and then you can see the terms and conditions. This is again why I tell you guys to please go directly to the website. Here's the active hyperlink, okay? And you can read the terms and conditions of the UPS website, okay? I'll go scroll down here, and that's basically you only have one reply, okay? I'm just going to read this really quick. This one here has got me going here because I did a video on that. It says, I think it's a good idea, at least for those people who live in areas where porch theft is a serious problem. It really sucks when you buy the perfect gift for someone only to find that it has been stolen from your porch, okay? This is exactly what I was talking about, all right? I definitely, I did a video on this here, and I'm not saying these people have seen my video, but it's pretty coincidental. But anyway, yeah, I agree with this person here with that comment. Absolutely. Okay, let's move right along. This is the last for this one here. And we're going to go with something a little different here. This one here, this website here. Like I said, again, it deals with eBay. So I just want to read. I'm going to skip through this here because for the simple reason is I'm not going to read the whole thing about eBay's financials and stuff like that. This is more like on the stock part, but I just want to read there's something I want to just highlight for you guys here. So let me give you the URL. It's www.seekingalpha.com. Okay, this story came out today, November 12, 2019, as you can see right up here. Okay, this is new, all right? I'm going down. I'm going to go past the eBay financials. If you want to read it, you can read at your leisure if you choose to do so. eBay's new offerings, I'll go again. It says, during the quarter, eBay introduced new tools and features to enhance the customer experience and attract sellers to its platform. It integrated TerraPeak into Seller Hub in major markets. TerraPeak is a suite of features that help sellers identify what to sell, when to sell, and how to price inventory. The company also introduced additional seller protections. eBay also continued to enhance the new buyer experience and announced the managed delivery fulfillment service in the U.S. and bolstered its grocery partnership with Kohl's in Australia. Additionally, multi-user accounts access become available for sellers in the U.S. with planned expansion to Germany in 2020. It goes on to say here, I'm not going to read too much into this. I think that's the last part of it, but I'm going to read this here really quick here. eBay's GMV slowdown. eBay's GMV in the U.S. has been declining by 5 to 6% each quarter through the first 9 months of the year due to the new internet sales tax laws. Now, I can see that also having an impact on sales as well. The impact is also is expected to persist its fourth quarter through 2020 as California, Texas, and 9 other states enacted their laws last month. However, the slowdown in GMV is not just limited to the U.S. International GMV growth has also declined from 7% growth to a year ago, just 1% this quarter. eBay's biggest competitor, Amazon, also faces the same internet sales tax challenge, but it's growing at over 20%. To offset the GMV slowdown, eBay is taking the leaf of Amazon playbook. Pricing for eBay's new fulfillment service will be competitive with the rest of the industry, and it hopes to attract more sellers. But eBay will be getting into another highly competitive arena with this move. Now, I heard about this here that eBay wants to do that there. They want to basically have like a FBA type of thing. I don't know how good it's going to be. I don't know. I think, again, eBay, to my personal take, is being, they're trying too much to compete with Amazon. And, like that old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, let it be, But again, whatever they're strategizing over there at eBay, if it works, it works. It don't, it don't. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a little uptight about what's going on. I'm just scrolling down here really quick, folks, and we're going to back out of here. I'm a little upset what's going on with eBay with the slow sales, because it's really been, very flatline for me. I don't know about you guys, but for me it has. But it is what it is, Like that old saying goes, can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Right. Okay. These next two windows are going to be from TameBay. So let me give the URL. It's www.tamebay.com. Let me just get a little swig of water here. It's another reason why I don't like to do too long of videos. I get dry mouth. Anyway, it goes on to say here, this story came out. I need that date. There it is, November 11, 2019. This came out by Chris Dawson. Paid eBay promoted listings now occupy top 5 positions in search. Okay. Excuse me. It says over here in the last eBay seller release, they announced 2 major changes to how paid eBay promoted listings work, and it's now becoming clear that the changes are designed to increase the exposure of promoted listings, and that by definition means the exposure of organic listings is reduced. We are seeing in many categories that eBay promoted listings now dominate the top of the search results. I don't know. Again, if you guys are using the promoted listings, and if you are, I know I said this earlier, if you guys are having any success with this here, with the promoted listings, drop it in the comments below. I'd like to hear what you have to say. If you feel like sharing, if you don't, that's another story. I would like to hear what you have to say about it. I tried it. Like I said, it could have been too coincidental. I did get it seemed like a little uptick in sales, but again, it could have just been that they've been sitting there so long, and those particular buyers just happened to hit my listing, and they probably bought it at the same time I used the promoted listing. So I don't really know, but again, I'm not putting it down. It may work, but we'll see. I'm just going to skip this part right here. Let's see here. All right, I might as well read this so I don't skip too much. It says, with eBay's in quarter Q3 2019 selling approximately $1 billion less than the same period in 2018, sales are contracting. So the only way eBay has been able to increase their profits is to take a bigger cut from every remaining sale. Paid eBay promoted listings are a way to do this. So the greater exposure they have, the more fees eBay gathers. Well, of course, it's got to be something in it for them. It goes on to say here, these really quick here, it says your eBay listings will no longer be duplicated as promoted and organic listings search. Previously, promoted listings would appear in the same set of search results as the same organic version of the listing, but eBay are now removing duplicate promoted, organic, non-promoted listings in the search results so that only one listing will show or be displayed. And then it goes over here, in a change to how promoted organic listings are displayed in the search results, mixture organic and promoted listings are now eligible to appear in the top search rankings. All right, you can read the rest. You can read the rest of this here. What eBay said about paid promoted listing changes. Again, you could read more into this here. Here's a comment that somebody left here. These are the comments right here on their site, the TameBay site. So you may want to check it out. I highly recommend, again, you go directly to the site. There are quite a few comments here. Look at this. All right. I love reading the comments, and you could also have your say. So if you want to expand on that, do it. Go for it. And once you put all they want you to do is your name, required, email required. If you have a website, you can put it there, hit submit, and you could also check off this box if you want to follow up on the comments by email. All right, let's move right along. I don't know. You tell me what you think about this here, about this topic here, about the eBay promoted listings. Let me know what you think. Okay, let's bump out of here. One more from this company here, and then we're down to the last window. This is again from TameBay, of course. I did give it. Let me give it to you. I don't know if I did or not. It's www.tamebay.com. I don't think I did. If I did, I'm sorry if I repeated myself. I'm sorry, guys. It goes on. This one here was posted by Chris Dawson, November 10th, 2019. I just want to read this a little quick. It says Alibaba 1111 Singles Day 2019 hits 10 billion in sales in 30 minutes. Wow. Alibaba kicked off Singles Day 2019 with 1 billion in sales. Wait, when did they say 1 billion in sales achieved in just 1 minute and seconds in less than 30 minutes, 29 minutes and 45 seconds, it hit 10 billion in sales mark. You know, I just wanted to share with you, just want to share the growth on this company here, Alibaba. It's amazing. This is like, you know, Alibaba, for those who are not familiar, it's based in China, and Alibaba is like their eBay over there. Like we have our eBay here, it's like theirs over there. And that's phenomenal. You know, 30 billion in sales. I mean, 10 billion in 30 minutes. That's amazing. But yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys. You know, I'm not going to read too much into this here, but it is amazing. You know, the growth, the revenue growth in that there, as far as like with the sales, it's phenomenal. So I just wanted to share that with you guys really quick. I'm not going to expand too much on it. You could read it if you choose to do so. If not, then again, that's totally up to you. And last but not least, this one here is from the Market News 24. It goes on to say, let me give you the URL. I almost forgot. It's www.market-news24.com. This story is posted today, November 12th, 2019. Global Online Classified Advertising Services Market Analyst 2019 through 2025. Wow. Craigslist, eBay, Gumtree, Click India, OLX, and Ads Globe. Again, but this was posted here, but I think it was earlier than November 10th. It says the Global Online Class. Again, here's the active hyperlink. So please go to the website, okay, if you want to read the active hyperlinks. It says the Global Online Classified Advertising Service Market Report offers an orderly representation of the market by the combination methods of summarized study and gathering data from various sources. The market report includes a complete seller-buyer scenario along with the SWOT analysis of the key market players: Craigslist, eBay, Gumtree, Click India, OLX, Ads Globe, Oodle, Sell Classifieds, Classified Ads. Okay, all right, I got all one word. Okay. Consequently, the information provided through the report is reliable, wide-ranging, and the result of the strong analytical research. Again, you could check this out here. It says apply for the sample copy of the report. You could click it again. There are quite a few. There are hyperlinks in this one here, so you definitely may want to go directly to the website itself. Okay. Then it says there are 15 chapters to display the global online classified advertisement services, and you could read them there. And that's basically it, folks. I just want to close out this video. So if you want to stick around, I think I gave you the URL. Yes, I did, and I'll be right with you. Well, that concludes this video, folks. I hope you got a takeaway from it. I know it's a lot of windows, but I hope you get a takeaway from it, because if you are thinking about selling on eBay, or if you are an eBay seller, this information may be helpful to you, and I hope it is. Like I said again earlier in the beginning of this video, I do these videos to share information with you, and I hope you guys do get a takeaway from it. Even like I said in many other videos, even if I get 1% of people that get a takeaway, is very important to me. It means a lot. And if you want to, show me that you appreciate this video or any of my videos, you want to give it a thumbs up, that's fine. If not, that's okay as well. Well, I do ask, though, if you do like the videos and you do like the content I put out, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Reseller News for November 12th, 2019. I want to wish you guys all the best in your eBay sales, and keep up the pace. Don't give up. I know there's quite a few people out there that are very upset about what's going on with the eBay sales, but I'm sure once eBay gets it corrected, gets all these little glitches out and gets these programs. I know they're rolling out a lot of programs, different things in here. Well, I don't know about a lot of programs, but they are making changes to their IT infrastructure. So hopefully, when that gets all said and done, it's all completed, hopefully, things hopefully will pick up again. I'm looking for myself, because I myself, like I said earlier, I am a reseller on eBay, and that is my number one go-to platform where I do all my selling. I got, I think, 121 listings. Not a lot. It's not a lot, but for me it is to maintain. And I also, just to share this with you guys really quick, if you are thinking of, if you are going to sell more than 50 items, you may want to check into the eBay starter store. If you do it based on a yearly basis, well, if you do it monthly, yearly, it's going to cost you $7.95 a month. With I think it's something like that. I pay anyway. I pay $4.95 a month, and I get 100 free listings. I might get a little confused with that part. But $4.95 a month, I get 100 free listings. My anything over 100 listings is 30 cents per insertion fee. So keep that in mind. Versus 35 cents if you didn't have the store. I think it's very beneficial to me in that regard because, like I said, every month, well, the way I understand it, you're supposed to be getting 100 listings every month. But I want to share this with you guys. I've also been getting some promotions from eBay for an additional 100 listings or 500, but you have to use them within a certain time frame, just to let you guys know. And you could use it with the buy it now features, fixed and auctions selling. Well, anyway, that's how I was in listings, that is. That's what I was told, the way I understood it from eBay. And I signed up for it. Whether I'm going to use it or not, it's always good to activate it, because there may be a time you might get a surge and you might went out and sourced a lot of merchandise that day, whatever. And you may want to use that, take advantage of it. I highly recommend you do. If you do get those promotions, definitely embark on it, use it, and it may be helpful to you. The only thing that I'm not too crazy about is the good to cancel. I have to be honest with you. I'm not really crazy about that. I know they did away with the 7, 10, whatever it was there back then, and they just kept it like, good to cancel. The only thing I think you can still do, I don't do it, is the auctions. I always do fixed pricing, but the auctions, I think they still have 7, 10, and 15, whatever it is. I know my brother's into that there. He does that. He does the auction. He likes the auctions there. I think that's there. You could still, I think 10 days, you could go to 10 days, I think it is. And then once it's done, it's done. As opposed to good to cancel, if you don't end it listing prior to the end of the month, it will auto renew, and that's when you could start racking up big fees on eBay. So keep that in mind, okay? I've had that happen to me. My bill for last month was more than $4.95. Okay, they do include the sales in there like that. You're paying your insertion fees and final value fees is included in that, but it did go up a lot. There are times if you just, because I called them up that question about that, and if you get 100 free listings, and I've already verified with them, and if you don't make any sales, according to what the teammate said, no, your bill will be $4.95 a month. But of course, what are the odds of that happening? It seems to me like that's never going to really happen to her. I think there might have been one time when that was close to happening, where I did get a couple sales out of 100 listings. I got a couple sales, and my bill was really low. I mean, it was like, I was lucky it was like $10 or something like that for the month. But that does, that could happen, on occasion. I mean, right now, to be honest with you, as a reseller myself, I don't know if you guys have experienced it, but my sales are really slow for the month, for November, which is pretty bad. I think so, because this is the holiday season's coming up. You would think people would do more, shopping. And people say, yeah, but it's still early. It's November 12th. I mean, people still got time to shop and stuff like that. There are last-minute shoppers and stuff like that. And plus, with the services that these carriers offer, like one-day shipping and stuff like that, if you want to have something really, delivered, you could always pay that additional fee if you want to have it delivered right away. I'm talking about last minute shopping. But for the most part, it's been really kind of slow and stuff like that. And I thought there would be an uptick in sales for November. I know after Thanksgiving usually kicks off the holiday shopping season, but it just seems really, to be honest with you, the sales I made is not really nothing to write home about. But however, I am more of an optimist than a pessimist, and I will keep staying in the game as long as I can. And I do hope that you guys out there, if you are a reseller or you're thinking about getting into reselling and you're going to use eBay as your selling platform, good luck to you. I wish you all the best. However, you may want to, outside of just using eBay, you may want to check into other selling platforms, because where one doesn't sell, hopefully the other one will pick up. I'm on other selling platforms. I can't really say much for them. I'm not going to just sit here making stories up about them, but they have been kind of slow. I'm also on Poshmark as well. And to be honest with you, Poshmark, the good thing about Poshmark is what I like about this part. If you're selling ladies' clothing, which I sell my daughter's clothing and some women's clothing I pick up at thrift stores, If you list it there, I think it'll stay there until it sells. I don't think they don't charge you any fees, as far as I know. I think it stays on there until it sells. That's the way I understand it. Now, if I get a bill from Poshmark because it didn't sell, something didn't sell for 2 or 3 months, you know, I will not contest the bill, but I will, you know, inquire about it and say, hey, listen, you know, can you give me a pass on this one here because I wasn't aware of it. For the most part, I will, you know, just close that account out because, like I said, I don't need to incur other fees. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful of what you get involved with. But that's the way I believe Poshmark works. Etsy, on the other hand, I don't know if that's how that works. I am registered to sell on Etsy. I did post a long time ago. I did push some. I posted some vintage T-shirts on there. Maybe I didn't give it enough time. I think I waited close to a month on there, and I didn't get any bites or anything. So I ended up taking them off. Etsy is probably another platform to sell on. I know people that do sell on these other platforms, you know, outside of eBay, because they figure once where one don't sell, the other one will pick up. Bonanza, I'm on Bonanza as well. If you guys are not familiar with Bonanza, that's another selling platform. You could sell with them. You could just go to bonanza.com. And the good thing about Bonanza is you can import your eBay listings and Amazon listings onto their website. They got this feature here where you could just, it automatically upload your listings on their website, well, on that website, Bonanza website. I think it's eBay, Amazon. I'm not sure about Shopify. I don't know. There might have been a third one, or you could import there. To be honest with you, and again, for those who do follow me on my channel, I do not sugarcoat anything. I tell it like it is. I'm not going to lie and make stories up to just make videos. I will say this. With Bonanza, the sales have been, if you think eBay is bad or whatever, or people think eBay is bad, for me, again, this is me personally, Bonanza has been really flatlined. I looked at the sales, and I did last year in 2018, I only did 5 sales on Bonanza. So if that's of any indication to you guys, I'm not knocking Bonanza, but I don't know. I know Bonanza has a paid, I think like if you pay for a different service, you'll be more promoted in search and stuff like that. And me, honestly, as a small-time seller, I don't want to incur any more additional fees or bills when it comes to selling. I know, like they say, in order to make money, you got to invest money, spend money to make money. I understand that, but with eBay, with the sales being so that's kind of like one of the main sources I use at this point in time to generate sales. It's been very slow. So for the most part, I do watch my spending. All right, I don't want to spend more. I don't want, in other words, the rule of thumb is with me, if there's more money going out than coming in, you're going to have to kind of like pull on the brakes, so to speak, and watch what you're doing. Now, I'll share this with you guys really quick. I went to the eBay community. I posted on there that the sales have been really slow, and somebody said, well, we were talking about that. There was other people were writing about the sales for November really being slow, and somebody had written on there saying, well, you got to post or you got to list 7 times a week or something like that, something along that line. I'm like, why would I keep? I mean, I'm sure it's good information, and it probably works for that person, but why would I want to list more items if the items I have are not selling? It's like, the way I look at it, that's a win-win situation for eBay. They're going to come out either way. They're going to always get their money in one way or the other. Well, if you don't pay, they'll suspend your account or whatever. But for the most part, it's always a win-win situation for eBay. So when someone tells me you got to go out and list every day, you go out and source every day, you got to, if you're not making the money to invest into this business, as far as like, if you don't have the money to source, or you don't have, if you can't afford to list on a daily basis, it becomes a problem for some people. Right now, like I said, I have a couple more clothing pieces that I'm thinking of listing on eBay. I'm going to see if I have any. I took advantage of the promotions, and I'm going to see if I have any free listings there. If I do, I will list these additional pieces on there. They're women's clothing, well, girls' clothing, of course, and I will put them up there and see what happens. But for the most part, I often wonder sometimes with everything going on, because I've been hearing different stories that does eBay, push the small sellers, the small-time sellers aside, and they put them lower in search, and the top-tier sellers on eBay, are they more, viewable in search, higher up in search ranking? I don't know. These are stories I hear, and you go to different sites and you hear people talk about different solutions to how to spark more sales. And to be honest with you folks, I've tried some of those myself. I've gone to other YouTube creators. If you type in slow sales on eBay, and then you'll get a thing that'll say, well, how to increase your sales, or how to make sales during a slow period, or whatever it may be. And you try those things, and in some cases, some people, if you read the comments below, they'll say, I tried it, it worked. Some people say, oh, I didn't see any uptick in sales. So it's really, you know, it's kind of like a hit or miss as far as I'm concerned, you know. And I don't know, as far as like, you know, me, if I'm going to keep listing more and more, I want to get rid of the inventory I have right now prior to go out and buying any more stuff. You know, that's just the way it is. That's the way I work it on my eBay listing. So I don't know how you guys work it. If you want to leave a comment below, and you know, you want to share a little of your eBay journey, your story, if you want to call it that, with us, that'd be great. But right now, for me, I'm kind of like putting the brakes on things. I am not going to do any more investing and, you know, as far as going out sourcing for more material, merchandise, because for the simple reason is, what do I do what's left now? Okay. The whole idea is I should be, you know, what I do is I try to do research on how to move the merchandise I have. And to be honest, I think if you are starting off in this business here, if you're thinking of getting involved with selling on eBay, what I would do, again, I said this before in my other videos, and I'll say it again. I myself do not have a book to sell you. I don't have a dream to sell you. You know, in regards to selling on eBay, I don't have to write a book, and I don't have to, you know, sell you a program. My basic thing is, and this is the basics, and it is basic. eBay is basic selling, and I could share it to you right now, which I will, in regards to, you know, getting set up on eBay, because some people say, how do you start? I've been to sites like that where people say, how do you start an eBay business? How do you get involved with it? And you know, for those who don't know, it is very simplified. You just go to ebay.com and you would register with them. The next thing you use, now I'm still using PayPal. I know eBay's got their new managed pay processing thing there. I'm not too crazy about it. I hear different stories, get mixed emotions about it. But you would sign up, then you would sign up with PayPal, open up a business account with them or a personal account, however you want to do it. You register with them. Once you get those two established, you know, you register with eBay and you're registered with PayPal to accept payments. Where do you get your merchandise? You source, you get stuff around the house. Basic, that's it. Get stuff around the house. You got you got pre-owned clothing you want to sell. Maybe you want to go into the clothing niche. You got old games or toys or whatever. Get ones that are pretty popular. Do your research first before you even get involved. You know, see what sells. Go to those sites and say what are good sellers on eBay. You could do research. I do a Google search, and you'll get, believe me, you'll get a lot of hits on that topic. But for the most part, people say, well, where do you get the merchandise? You first start sourcing around with your own house. Okay, that's why. Pretend you're going to have a garage sale. What are you going to put out in your garage sale? Okay, if you're going to sell kids clothing, you're going to sell some vintage toys or antiques or whatever. And if you're a person that don't have a lot to have a garage sale, of course, which you're not, if you don't, you go to your local thrift stores. They'll tell you the same thing. If you watch these guys who talk about selling on eBay, they'll tell you the same thing. You go to yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, what do you call it there? Salvation Army, Goodwill, flea markets. That's it. That's basically it. That's the whole kit and caboodle. Make sure you, in regards to prior to listing, do a keyword research. Make sure your keywords are good titles. They'll tell you take good pictures. Of course, photos are very important. Like they say, every picture tells 1,000 words. Make sure you got good clarity. And in regards to buying cameras, you don't have to go out and buy a $2,000 or $3,000 digital still camera. You can go to Walmart, get like a cheap one for $69, $59. You just want something that's going to take a picture so you can see it. A lot of people are under the impression like you got to buy all this expensive stuff. You don't have to buy expensive stuff. Just take good pictures. In one of my videos, I did a video on how I made a foldable display board. I don't know where it is and what video it is. I lost track. I think I got 1,052 videos. I don't know which one it is. So if I find it, I would put it up there. You could do something like that. Usually go to, and the thing is, if you don't have a display board, go to your local dollar store, get 2 display boards for $1 each, white ones, of course. And what you could do is, like I said, you put the white one on, you put one board on the bottom, and you put the trifold. They're trifolds, and you put it like that there. And you could just take pictures like that. You have an instant background for $2. Okay, and you go to your local Dollar Tree store and get them like that. They sell them. That's where I got mine from. But I also did a foldable one where I actually took a sheet and stapled all alongside the top and the bottom, and you fold it up. When you fold it, everything, it's a trifold, and when you fold it up, it folds like that, and you can just store it away, especially if you're in a place that's a tight space. If I find that video, I'll post a link in here, and I'll show you, and you can see what I'm talking about. I have to search through it. I don't know where it's going to be, but my gosh, looking for it. And the way this channel is growing with all the videos I keep producing, I'm losing track of all those, what I have to offer as far as when I want to show you guys. There's just way too much. But if I do find it, I will put it in there, and this way you'll get an idea on what I did and how I take my pictures and stuff like that. You don't, like I said again, you don't have to, it's not rocket science. Just keep good records, of course, and your description. And I will say this, I'll leave you with this though, in regards to if you're going to sell on eBay, be very descriptive. On my personal take, and when you're doing pitches, whatever, I found this out to be true too. With shiny objects, you're better off shooting in daylight, like in natural lighting, because if you use the flash and you're shooting something that has like shiny features on it or whatever, the flash will mask out if there's any scratches or imperfections on it, and you don't want to, to you, the naked eye looks good. It says, oh, that looks good, but for the person on the other end getting it, they may not see the imperfections in the picture because you took a flash and it kind of like suppressed the background or the scratches or imperfections in it. And you may send it out like that, and they'll get it and say, oh, I received the item, it was scratched. It had little dings and dents on it, whatever. So if you can do it, just like my video now, I'm doing my video, I'm doing it natural lighting. I have a white background back there. That's my background. I don't use a green screen. I use a white screen. I'm using natural lighting. There's no lights. I don't cast any shadows. If you can see, move my hand, you won't see shadows because I don't have lights focusing on me. All right. Shoot your pictures in the morning. If you got a bright sunny area like windows where you get a lot of illumination, shoot it in natural daylight. This way you don't have to use the flash, because I'm telling you folks, with certain things, the flash will mask out those imperfections, and you may not haphazardly, not innocently thinking, well, it looks good. You'll send that particular item out, and people are going to get it and say, I see scratches on here, and they left it out. Item is not as described, and then you're going to have it coming back to you. So when you're taking pictures, take them in natural lighting. Try not to use the flash if you don't have to. Be very descriptive. If there are any little imperfections on it, tell them, like wear, little chip, scratch, ding, dent, whatever it may be. That's how I do on mine. I mean, if you look at my feedback, people say item is described, a good shipping, but for the most part, I tell it like it is. And I can't express that enough when you're doing things of that nature. Just be upfront and honest with people. Don't try to mask problems out and if it's got a little scratch on it or whatever, I'm not going to put that in my description. I'm just going to send it out to them. Or if it's got something, let's say it's a ceramic, it has a structure crack in there, and you didn't put it in there, but you just sent it out. They're going to get it, and they're going to complain and say, oh, there's a crack over here. They didn't say that in the description. And what's going to happen? They're going to send it back to you, and that's going to affect your seller account, your performance, because that now it comes back as a defect, and it's going to affect your rating. So please be careful when it comes to doing things like that. I can't express it enough. Be upfront and honest. If something's not working, be upfront and tell them, if a part's not working, whatever it is. But be upfront and honest with your potential buyers out there, and you'll build a good reputation like that, because it'll show in your feedback. They'll say item is described. We'll buy again from this buyer, from the seller, and so on. In some cases, when it comes to selling on eBay, like with my listings, if I'm doing a Let's Talk eBay and I'm talking about making purchase from me, I would tell people in my videos to please check out my feedback prior to making any purchases. See what other people are talking about, okay? Because let them get an idea what they're talking about. Like, see how my service is, how they rate me. Do I got a good rating? Do people like my service? Do I respond to their questions? Very important. Especially if you're going to do eBay on a full-time basis, or if you take it serious like I do, you want to stay in the game and you want to follow the rules and regulations of eBay and doing the right selling practices within that, your eBay selling. So again, that's just the basics, folks. Now, I know people will write books on selling on eBay, selling on Amazon, and I'm not knocking them at all. Believe me, I am not. I'm just trying to, save you guys money. And that's what another thing about my YouTube channel is. I will also share tips and tricks on how to save money with certain things. when it comes to selling or the things I do to help me save money. Okay, I will share that with you guys. So again, I'm putting this information out not to hurt anybody's business. If people are out there selling books on eBay and how to sell, it's not to hurt anybody. It's to help save them money. Some people might say, well, it's less spoken, the better. I understand, but at the same time, I want to help people out, and the best way to do it is to share information with you guys. So that, like I said, anything that comes from me, if it gets handed down to me, I'm going to share it with you guys. Look, my channel, I have over 500 subscribers, and thank you, by the way, again, to the people who recently subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated, okay? I do appreciate that very much. But at the same time, if things are handed down to me, I'm going to share that with you, share that information with you. And like I said before, my channel's not monetized, okay? So I'm not getting anything for this year. Like I said, I take the time out of my busy day to do these videos, and I love doing them, okay? And people may say, well, if you're so busy, why are you doing videos? No, because I want to help people out, plain and simple. That's what my YouTube channel is all about, folks. That's why I created this thing called the His Initiative. I haven't put it up recently, but with my other videos, it's in there. And what the His Initiative is, if people are wondering, it's to help, inspire, and share. That's what my YouTube channel is all about, to help, inspire, and share. If I get good information out there and I feel it's good and viable and it's good information that may be of help to you, it also helps me out too, folks. Remember one thing, when I do the Reseller News, okay, and Let's Talk eBay, when I'm sharing this information, it's a win-win situation. We're both, when I do these videos, we're both learning from it. So that's why I don't mind doing this here. I love doing these videos. It's one of my passions. And I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can. And I hope, again, the most important thing, I can't express it and say it enough, is that you, as a potential seller or buyer, however you're going to do it, that you get a takeaway from this information. It's very important to me. Okay, even if I get 1% of somebody that says, thank you for sharing the information, or if you don't want to say, you don't want to comment, that's fine. That's totally understandable. But even if you get a takeaway from it and it helped you in some way, it helped you by just enlightening you about what's going on in the e-commerce world. Maybe there's something you didn't know about what's going on within eBay. Maybe you didn't know what's something going on with Amazon or the others. So that's why I do these videos, to put the information out there, to share it with you guys, to help you, and to also inspire you. Now, you're going to get people out there that are going to be, pessimistic, and they're pessimists, and they're going to say negative things. And look, with the Let's Talk eBay, I share on that particular channel. I say, well, what's the difference between the Let's Talk eBay and Reseller News? They're both in the same. They are to some point, but the Let's Talk eBay is more on a personal level. The Let's Talk eBay segment is me dealing with a certain situation or an issue that happened on eBay, and I want to throw it out there and I want to share it with you guys, as opposed to the Reseller News that covers different topics in different areas within the e-commerce platform. Okay, that's the difference between Let's Talk eBay. People could just say, well, you could just call it Let's Talk eBay and incorporate them instead of having Reseller News and Let's Talk eBay. I know I could do that, but one segment of my YouTube channel is going to be designated for my own personal experience with that eBay topic or issue I have, and I want to share it with you guys. I know people could say you could share with the Reseller News. That's true. I could do that as well, but I want to keep the two separate. Anyway, I don't know how long this video is going to take. It's probably going to take a long time, rambling on here. But I just want to, I really wanted to get this information out. I know it's a lot of windows, a lot to digress and stuff like that. And I don't know if you guys are going to have the time to watch it all, but if you do, that's great. I would highly recommend if you could watch it to the end. That'd be great. And if you do like my videos, folks, I know I said it once before, but if you do like my videos and you want to give them a thumbs up, that's great. If you don't, that's fine. I really would appreciate it. Lets me know I'm doing a good job and that you guys appreciate the work and time effort I put into this here. Like I said, I'm not only doing it for me, I'm doing it for you guys out there too. Okay. There are a lot of YouTube channels out there, a lot of creators that put a lot of good information out there, and maybe you might go to their channel, you might like what they have to offer as opposed to mine, and that's totally understandable. I'm not saying I'm going to gain a big audience like this by what I do, but I hope and I pray as time goes on that through word of mouth, that's what I say, like, comment, and share. You guys will share my videos with other people that are in this type of business or thinking about getting in this business. and this way you can get a boost in subscribers and get more views on it, get more people to watch them. So I hope everything works out for you guys. Again, I'm wishing you all the best in sales, and that's it. That's all I can say right now. Like I said, you're watching Reseller News, and my name is Rich Pasini, and today is November 12th, 2019. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to stop by and check out my video. Have a great day. Until next time, bye-bye for now.